Chico.
Oh, we keep you waiting.
Alright guys, get started the meeting. Alright, we're starting the meeting, so be careful what you say, guys.
What's good, Chico? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, Brandon? What's up?
Nice book you're reading.
Okay, everybody, how are you all doing?
Doing pretty
Fantastic.
good.
Good.
Nebraska. How about
Happy to
yourself?
be here.
Sorry, Manuel, what the fuck are you doing?
I was just standing out the way. Sorry.
Okay. We need to make room
Yeah, you
for
can you
Manuel.
can come over to the chair here, Manuel.
Yeah,
you got that.
Can everybody
spot.
but Chico and Manuel, please come in this corner real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always like,
What the? What did I do?
what the fuck did I do?
Yeah. Used to it with Seamus.
Okay, so a lot of you, I know a lot of you guys might not know each other. I'm sure you guys do, but there's a common theme in this room right now. Not everybody here has done a lot of things for this organization. Some of you have, some of you haven't. There's a reason for that. Now, you're probably all thinking, what the fuck is about to go down? Now, all you guys, potentially, when it comes to this organization, we try to make it so what you do is actually meaningful, actually impacts the entire fucking city, which it will if you are successful. Chico, were you involved in the Groza operation with the cartel or
Yes.
negative?
Yeah, I was.
Do I give a quick little, I guess, rundown of what happened that time?
So we had to infiltrate a meeting that was down at the docks, and once we got there, we had to retrieve a note or a book from one of the guys that were there. Once we retrieved that, then we was on a hunt. It gave us like a little riddle and everything to solve. Once we did that, um we had to go around the city answering the riddle and all that. Then we got a USB.
So, about a month ago, or maybe two, I'm sure everyone is a criminal. You guys have experienced an influx of browsers, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that came with a cost. Not really a cost, but we were only able to steal 500. That has now run out. So, I had my team look into intel on the cartel again. The cartel, Nagara, I believe they know their fucking place in the city and they no longer are involved in guns. So we turned to somebody else, which the reason why Ravens, I got you along, and also Vargo's Chico, who has been fucking things up recently when you collect your order or drop off your order or pick it up.
Darkstone has been, or at least right?
Yeah.
Hey, Farm. For those who don't understand, this goes for Nathan Malachi, famous Sophie. Darkstone rogue agents have sometimes tried to intercept when people collect orders. So I made my people gather intel on them. Darkstone rogue fucking agents. They want to try steal shipments or do the same exact fucking thing, but 10 times even more impactful. So, according to our intel, Darkstone rogue agents have a USB that they have somewhere containing gun lockers with over 1,000 class fucking twos. Your objective tomorrow at this same exact time is to locate that USB. If you want the city to have class twos, in your fucking hands. It all comes down to everybody in this room. Okay? So again, the intel that we have is there's a USB used by Darkstone rogue agents. And inside the USB will give us the locations of gun lockers. Here is a twist. Chico, when you did this, would you say the cops were involved?
The cops were involved. The marshals were involved. Yes.
Now, Malachi and Nathan, you racing peasants, this is right up your alley. This is going to be a race, I'm assuming. Dogstone work with the PD. I'm assuming Delta 1, that stupid motherfucker, is going to alert Brian Knight about these USBs being out there because they're rogue agents. Or what I'm trying to say is it looks like tomorrow isn't going to be firepower heavy. There's going to be a race. Try to decipher the coded messages in order to get the location of the USB. Now, we've done this many times in the past. Think of riddles as what people like to use, Ladara or Darkstone. So, tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST, rogue agents are set to be meeting. We need a group of you, maybe 2, maybe 3, to pretend to be a part of their team in order to get the first note. That is the objective. Once you find the first note, you then decipher it. And there could be 2, there could be 3, there could be 4 notes until you actually get the location of the USB. Now this might sound very easy, but like I said, you are going against the entire PD force. And there's 8 of you, and there's 40 of them. So, it's gonna be a fucking race. Are there any questions that come to your mind regarding anything I've just said?
Do we know the
So,
location of this initial meeting?
A front. So when it comes to the initial meeting, rogue agents led by a man named Leo Arnold, who Brandon is quite funny. Apparently he left Dogstone because he didn't want to help you and the PD. Apparently when we did the whole fake stage operation, Dogstone were going to traffic you outside the city and execute you. But they didn't want no involvement in helping a faceless asset. So congratulations, Brandon.
Wait, I'm the reason he left? Good, fuck him.
Anyway, these dogs are rogue agents. Dogs don't tend to use Force and Kudo. This isn't Dogstone, this is the rogue side. We believe they are setting up to have a meet at the pier near the lighthouse. I believe Catfish. Anybody familiar?
Oh yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, it's up to you to come with your plan, how you want to do it. I believe that is the easy part. You're not going to find a USB there. You are going to try and find a note that they will have that may lead to the location of USB. Now, has done this before against the Ladara cartel, and they had about 3 riddles before the final riddle led them to the location. Any other questions regarding, I guess, that aspect?
not really a question, but more so like a plan of action. We need at least 2 or 3 people that's going to be wanting to infiltrate. Anybody in the room that wants to be able to infiltrate them.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I would be down.
I also think so once we get the note,
Mhm.
I want to make sure that there's not like further steps to the plan here, right? So that we make sure we're putting our best assets in the best location. So we get the note, we decipher these notes, we get the location. We are then going to the gun lockers, or are we just returning the USB to
No.
you, Charlie?
We are
USB.
returning to
Yeah,
USB.
USB
Okay.
is the
That's the end
objective
goal.
node. Exactly, because we'll do the logistic parts, okay? But again, class 2s in the city fall into everybody's hands here. Now, the biggest thing in all this is sharing the notes. I believe last time, Chico, what did you guys do? You had a document and then put the link in there, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, in the I'd had a document with everybody's state
State
ID.
ID.
And then once that happened, once we got the document, we copied it and then we shared it amongst with everybody. Obviously, like if we're going in a group of two, you always want to do it with the passenger. Don't do it with the driver, so that the passenger could just do it and the driver could just focus on driving.
I can interject a little bit. From the last one, 'cause I was with Chico on it. The way we did it, just as an inspiration to your plan, is like Chico said, we were split into pairs. It was me and Chico. I think Malika, you were there, maybe.
Yeah, I was there, bro.
Yeah, Malachi was there.
Me and Chico found the first one. Cops also came. To the first one minutes after. Chased us a little bit. We got away. I think Steve picked me up, and then me and Steve found the second one, and again, cops were there almost immediately and chased us again. So you're gonna get the thing, but expect pretty heavy cop response too.
Also, I don't think the cops are gonna try, I guess, stop you, right? As long as you're not aggressive and holding them up and shooting them. I don't think in the history of this happening, they've actually stopped. I think you tell me, Cooper and Chico, have you been where you ever stopped by them?
No,
they
chased
tried to pull
after
us
the
over.
fact, but yeah, they
They,
didn't.
they pulled us over.
Yeah.
I think Ventura pulled us over, but it wasn't like even when we was there in front of the house, like we was running inside the house. No, I think it was I think Brian Knight was there. He didn't even approach us or anything. We just went in and out. That's it.
The one thing that goes in your favor here is, like Charlie said, nobody knows whether you're doing one note, two note, three notes. So, for example, when we found the USB last time, Ventura pulled up as we were leaving. Ventura didn't know that was the last thing, so he went in instead of chasing us. To, presumably in his eyes, get the next note. But that was the end of the road, so we left.
I'm sorry. I will say the first time I was a part of this was Lagara, and a bunch of them got gunned down on the beach. So therefore, the cops were very, very, very heavy on us and slamming into us, trying to stop us. But I believe that was because a bunch of people died on the beach. So as long as you guys don't go too loud, I don't think they should try to stop you too hard.
They might try and pull you over,
But also,
that kind of thing.
The biggest thing at the start of this operation, try not to kill any dogs or agents because you're already going to have the cops on you straight away if that does happen. You don't know if the cops are going to be involved too.
One thing
I believe last time, Chico, I believe, or whoever the fuck was actually pretending to be the cartel, and I believe Brian Knight was doing the exact same thing. So
yeah,
expect that tomorrow to do not
That's what I was gonna say.
show any aggression to anything. That's why this mission is very different. It really comes down to using your fucking head.
Yeah. Last time we had Chico and JJ, and then there was two cops also infiltrating.
Yeah.
So,
didn't I have to bring somebody like around a crate though, like knock them out to get the shit out of their pocket though? Unless I'm remembering wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we did. Oh, we didn't necessarily.
Sir?
I think he was on
involved
the
with
outside.
I was, yes, sir.
Interesting. You also had no impact to that number. Interesting.
Okay. So,
How to understand.
the meeting will be at the pier near the lighthouse off of Catfish View. We need two, are we going to say two people to go in and infiltrate then?
Three.
We have
Let's do three.
three. Okay. Seamus. Is it Bruce?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And then is there a third that would want to go in?
I can.
Okay. All right.
We need to designate one person to take all the state IDs. And then
I can be the state ID and document sharing person. I can do that.
The ultimate question is is everybody, I guess, had any experience, not Chico or Malachi, because you guys have, but is anybody good at problem solving riddles and coded messages? Because that's what this comes down to be honest.
A little bit.
I usually
I
am.
beat Ventura in a scavenger hunt and some other stuff. But I got a little bit of experience. It comes like the riddles and stuff like that.
Another cat, put a muzzle on your friend, please.
Okay.
These guys are like scavenger hunts. Jesus fucking Christ.
Doesn't
Well,
work. I've tried, Charlie.
But you have not tried. Don't lie to him. Crazy.
Well, listen, this really comes down to teamwork and coordination, right? Like, obviously, I'm not here to tell you what to do and how you do it. Otherwise, I'll do it myself. But, you know, you have 8 people in this operation. You can split into groups of 4 or 2. And rather than you all, you know, reading the riddle and all going to the same thing, obviously, those different things that you think could be the answer, right? So, you know, definitely coordination is the #1 priority here. Because again, the cops, they do this every day. They have to be coordinated. They have to follow suit. They need to do this and need to do that. So that's their advantage. So, again, it all comes down to teamwork for this operation to actually be successful. I've got a big question actually before we move the plan. Let's say it's very close. You guys are at the same location as the cops. They get the USB. I'm not saying do this or not do it, but what would you do?
I'm blasting that motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Well, it depends if it just.
It depends on the situation as well. Like, is it one cop? If it's one cop, I'll probably try to hold him up, and it's like hold him up.
Yeah, it depends if it's like inside a building or like out in the out in the middle of the street.
Yeah, like if
5 cop cars outside, then probably not.
But I think or you know, if they get there, they start driving away, we chase them down. You know, we set up and coordinate based on, you know, based on the situation. If we can pit them, if we can, you know, get them off the road, like you said, shoot, do some kind of block, something in the moment to disable them, but without shooting, because the second we fire our guns, all 40 officers are shooting at us.
Yep.
Yeah. Best bet in
but
that
then-
situation
but-
is trying to use your experience of being in chases and what the cops use against you, like pits and blocks and shit. Try and get that car disabled, get
Now
them
the
held up, get
biggest-
the USB off them, and just run.
See, the
Hey,
biggest thing
the
about
biggest
that
thing as
though
well,
is
I haven't actually mentioned that I think any asset has actually thought of this. Another thing the PD have and they utilize is Air 1 to get to locations quicker as well. So I just realized you could have a helicopter also in the air to get to these locations quicker. You know, if you read the riddle, the note, whatever the fuck it could be, and you all think it's for Zancudo, but you guys are in Southside. If one of you guys are in a helicopter, you guys can get there in 2 seconds. So, Air 1.
Is ATC can see the other helis, no? So then we could be giving away the position if we have the timing on the USB, perhaps.
No,
You could also
I mean,
use it the
does
opposite way, though.
ATC track where you go, like when someone looks at
pretty
it,
sure,
that's where you are.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
can,
does.
It can tell. Yeah, all of the
Interesting.
helicopters have tracking devices.
You could also use that to your advantage, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what
Be
happens in
central
films
using
as
Kudo
well.
when really
Yeah, you can also
it's,
do what we
yeah.
love doing, which is deception, right? You could also
Yeah.
deceive them.
Mhm.
But then again, I highly doubt they'll have so much focus on ATC. They would rather have that brain being used to actually solve the thing. Talk about the plan and just help Andre.
hey,
thing
the another
is-
thing is I want you guys to understand. The mission comes first, right? And I say that when I say that, whoever gets the USB, you get the fuck out, and that's it. Whoever, and no matter if whoever is getting chased, you get the fuck out with the USB, because the same thing with the cop. If a cop gets it, that cop is going to drive into MRPD and get that shit stored away. So we need to just do the same shit.
Yeah.
Does
I remember,
anybody have access to any like large vehicles that are in your name, like a box
Define large
truck,
vehicle.
a box truck,
Yeah, like
A Benson.
I'm like tow trucks
Benson,
and shit. Like
I got
something,
a group 6.
something that we could park somewhat nearby.
Well,
I
the
guess
issue
if
is
it's in
having
your
it
name, then
nearby
you,
is we don't necessarily know where that final.
well, no.
Yeah, we
so
don't know where nearby is.
wait. So let me finish my statement. Nearby to MRPD, because you know those bitches are gonna do what they do with S Boost, and they're gonna drive that shit back to MRPD as fast as they fucking can, and they're gonna go in that bottom garage and they're gonna hide in there. If we know they're coming that way, and we need to dispatch, like, 2 people, whatever, break off and go and put those vehicles in front of those garage doors at MRPD, so they
Negative.
cannot just drive that car down in.
I'm gonna tell you right now, no. if you're doing it within your name, no, because then Brian
that's
is not
I
stupid.
said that. That's what
Yeah,
I realized.
no,
Being
yeah.
in your
I
name
mean, that's
is
not a bad
like
idea.
because you guys know what they do with boost cars.
Yeah, yeah.
We
of
see
course,
it every
100%.
day.
I mean, I will say to you guys, it's not going to MRPD.
I would
Yeah,
I
I
would
was
not
gonna
imagine
say
that.
Bear in
Marshall's
mind
not
the
involved in this, it's
organization
going
you're doing
straight
this
to the
for.
I would
Observatory.
say that it will probably go to the
You can go to the observatory or Davis.
Observatory or Davis.
Davis.
I will say to you guys though, if you don't get this USB first, it is going to be near impossible to get it back from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will also
Um,
say this: if you're using your personal vehicle, do not get it seized. Do not get it caught if you can help it. All right, because if you're linked to this organization, going against that organization, you will get bent over and fucked hard.
Yes.
So have fake plates. Be smart about how you do it. All right. I don't want to see. You know what? You guys got it. Just be smart.
Yeah, we didn't
Who would,
utilize a heli the first time round. That was actually a good idea.
No.
We didn't do
No,
that.
we didn't. We didn't.
The catch with the heli though is the heli you cannot put fake plates on, and as soon as they read it on dispatch, they're
I
gonna
can
know
assure you,
who.
you won't be using a helicopter that is
Well,
coming
yeah,
back to any
yeah.
of you guys.
As long as we can be given a helicopter.
Who here can fly?
Bruce, myself, Sophie,
Famous
Famous.
Sophie.
Something
I
else
don't-
with the heli too is if you get the USB into the heli, you could just parachute out of it to safety.
You can.
True.
Like they can't
Vice
track.
versa
They're
with
not
the
going to track
cops,
a
though.
parachute on.
What we
they're not going to
what we
track a
did
parachute, right?
the mission before this that me and Chico were on, to get to this note, me and Chico was down in my car. I was in a car. My car went out. I grappled. I hit the note, and then I got myself caught away from the situation.
I remember that. That was sick.
Yeah,
And
this is one of my first ones.
you can, getting that USB in a car would be ideal, but it's not your only option, right? Getting it somewhere safe that PD aren't going to find it is perfect.
I will also say, throughout a lot of this, these things get crazy and they take place in a bunch of different environments. They take place in the air. They take place on the fucking water. They take place on the road. So kind of be prepared for all of that. Have a scuba tank, maybe. Have options for your getaway, especially if you're the
Oh.
one grabbing that shit.
Oh, wait, we didn't even tell them the worst part of it all.
What's that?
If we succeed in getting the USB, we have to worry about Darkstone with attack helis.
Probably.
The rogue agents will probably pull up. Correct. Yeah.
So that is another thing. So once we get the USB, there's a potential that we fucking get attacked while we're trying to get the USB out. And then let's say if we get out with let's say we lose the cops, right? Now they have an attack heli chasing us. Now they know our location. We need to have a plan of attack for that too.
Could the let's say the police do get the USB, would the Darkstone agents not also attack them as well? Would we not use that to our advantage?
No, they
Probably not, 'cause
won't.
we're stealing
No.
Probably not.
It'd be pointless.
Probably not.
They help
I
the
mean,
cops.
that is a good question because remember they are rogue agents. Right?
That's a question for Charlie more than anything.
That's-
I mean,
We've
they-
had
I think
that.
that's a
We've
question
had
for
that
Charlie,
happen
though.
before, bro. We've had it happen before. They will help
But
the cops.
that was Lagara. Well, yes.
Wait,
but that
what
was,
happened? What happened? What's the question there?
so
Is that not
Manuel asks if let's say the cops get the USB before we do, would Darkstone like would they attack the cops?
Dogs are rogue agents, probably. But if they have help with the real Dogstone, they're going to get shot down instantly. So don't really bank on that. But Dogstone rogue agents don't work with the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, Chico, since you're saying Darkstone helicopters attacked you guys last time, I think if we have a heli and that has the USB, I think we just use the heli as a deception to either waste police resources or as like a last minute, let's dip, parachute out type of thing.
No, yeah, I mean 100%.
Mhm.
There's so
It's
many
tough, man. I
different
think-
ways for us to play it, right? There's so many different
Yeah.
ways, but the
Mhm.
biggest thing is all all roads lead to the same thing. We need to get that that USB out. That's just the biggest thing. However we do it, then we just get that shit out.
The biggest thing about this whole job is not like obviously yes, you got to get the USB out. You got to get to it first. The biggest thing is once we get that note, based on the last experience, we have 8 of us, which we're probably gonna have maybe 3 to 4 cars at the most. There's gonna be 20 cruisers driving around, and they will follow you if you're driving a different way that they don't know. They will follow you. So it's communication and having 8 people on the radio. If you get too far, the passenger needs to call somebody in another car to communicate. It's all communication and just talking and cleanly and not fucking just over jumping somebody and just that's the actual biggest thing.
I could tell you what we did last time. Not for this in particular, but it worked out very, very well. It probably was one of the cleanest jobs we ever had. I think DJ can attest to that too. Our drivers were the only ones communicating on radio during transport and all of that stuff. Nobody said anything else. The passengers would talk to the driver, and all the drivers would speak to each other. That way they could all coordinate with each other. It made it very smooth.
The thing you guys need to figure out first is you're going to have 3 people at Catfish View getting this note. You need to figure out how you're getting them out of there. That is not an easy spot to get people out of. Last time it was the tuna shop. That was really easy.
There was the water. I mean, the thing is, it's the same thing. Like there's a water. There's it's the pier. They could jump in the water, but I mean, you're not wrong about that.
If they jump in the water, it's gonna be delayed on when we get the info.
No, yes, yeah.
So I think if we go in, we do 3 cars of 2, maybe. So then there's like multiple options for them to shoot at if we split up. You know, it's like we can still kind of get away because not everyone's gonna be focusing on 1 car or 2 cars.
So that's why I think I know we said to send 3 in, but that leaves 1 person solo until we get the 3 people out.
Mm-hmm.
Versus if we just sent 2 in undercover, and then we'd be 2, 2, and 2 on the outside as well. Because that's a lot on 1 solo driver to try and coordinate everything and also be like looking, or I don't know if that, like, you know, like I said, maybe they go in and try and get somebody, you know, out directly.
Last time we did this, it was at Meriwether Docks. Chico swam to the tuna shop and every car was there ready to pick him up. You could do something similar, right? You could have every car at Catfish for you ready to pick the 3 people up.
And the issue is the Catfish View is a very far swim.
Yeah, it's
like
bad.
Anywhere.
It's a tough spot.
Well, if I'm being honest,
We could get a boat, maybe.
well, if I'm being honest, what is your concern? I feel like the getting the first note is, I mean, I think it's going to be the easiest part.
We're talking about them getting out of the meeting.
Recovery.
Yeah, getting out of the meeting once they have the
Oh, I
note.
see what you mean.
The last time we had Chico swim from Meriwether to Tuna Docks.
Oh, there was a bomb, wasn't there, as a distraction?
Yeah, but Catfish is like a little bit awkward.
Well, here's the thing. You guys were talking about 1 solo person, right? What if they're 1 solo person? I don't want to come up with the plan for you, but this is just a suggestion. What if the 1 solo person had a boat kind of around the area? Once they got the radio signal that they got the note, they swoop in and that person picks them up.
I think
Well,
a
Andre's
boat.
gonna love this.
I think a boat is going to have to be used. Jet.
Maybe if you got 3 people, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I feel like jet skis are risky. The boat thing.
What am I gonna love?
I summoned him.
They're thinking about using a speedophile.
Fuck yes. Use that.
Here's the biggest issue, by the way. I like the way you guys think about this very thoroughly. The only issue is if the cops are to be the same location, they will need to just, do this, do that. They're gonna get the note and already sort of be on the race. While you guys are thinking about being on the boat, doing that's gonna eat up a lot of time. The more I think about it, actually, I don't know if you guys are researchers. I have to go and speak to Andre. The moment you guys get the note, are you going to upload it to the document?
I think that's probably the best bet.
I
Yeah.
think that is the best thing, and everybody else starts,
That's what we did.
So-
That's exactly what we did. When
yeah, I
JJ
feel like that should
fucking
happen, right? So, in other
Yeah.
words, the brains shouldn't be infiltrating, because the brains should be deciphering it as soon as whoever's infiltrating puts the note on the document.
Yeah, I agree. Call me crazy if this is a crazy idea, but so we have the 3 people infiltrating right at the meeting. Say you have 2 and 2 in 2 cars, and then you have 1 person in a helicopter. Once we get the note and the information, the person in the helicopter is just flying real high above the meeting, drops down, picks the 3 people that have infiltrated up. They leave in the heli and then get the info on the document to pass out to the 2 cars, and then we're moving. And then if we want to drop like 2 people out of the heli into another car, so we have another car on the ground, we can do that after we get the note.
So
That's, I mean, I like that idea, but then again, is also there's a risk to it too.
So
Like,
Yeah,
think about it like
100%.
this: like we just like we're robbing them of the document. What to say that they don't pull out fucking ARs and shoot us out the sky?
So okay, so what? The one thing with the heli's not going to be able to be hovering above the meeting because it'll show on ATC. You basically have to put the heli down on one of the islands, either to the north or the south, or even to the far tip right by Humane Labs. You put the heli down and you have it on the ground so that they don't call it out on ATC. I was thinking about putting cameras around Catfish View because cameras will give us the ability to see into the meeting and also hear what is being said. So once the meeting is wrapping up, the people on the outside can coordinate to tell the heli to then take off and start heading that way. The people that are at the meeting at Catfish View jump into the water and swim out to the island directly to the east, and the heli can pick them up there and take off. But while the people that are infiltrating, once you get the note, you have to do what Charlie said and upload it so that the others on the outside can start figuring out the note. So you basically get the note, upload it to the thing. People are watching on the cameras. We get some kind of signal or whatnot notification that the meeting is like wrapping up or that you guys successfully got the note. Helicopter spins up, heads out, picks you guys up from the island, and then takes you and drops you off at a car parked probably somewhere nearby, Humane Labs, etc.
I'll be honest with you.
That's what we did last time, right?
I'm gonna but no, exactly that is like I had the same idea. As soon as we was done with the meeting, I went and put down cameras. Then I gave everybody cameras. Everybody was watching, but it was difficult for us to even give any signals without being like watched.
We did
We were
taking
watched the whole
taking your
time.
hat off, right? That's what we did.
Yeah, we did
Took your
taking the hat
That's
off.
how we
yeah,
knew we had to come grab you.
like that's what we knew
Yeah.
it was done. But then, like we said earlier, the plan had changed a little bit when we followed a guy that he went to go take a piss behind a crate, and then we took care of him. Then the bomb went off, and that's what allowed us to like jump in the water and get away. I mean,
That being
it's
said,
kind of the same.
what is your plan of escape? The ones who are infiltrating, because we can't neutralize a bomb. You put a bomb on a boat or a bomb on an island, it explodes. The Armstrong agents are all, confused, and you guys just fucking run for your lives, or just, disperse really.
I think a decent idea could be down at Catfish View. There's a couple of the houses like more inland. We put a bomb like near one of them. So then, if we do the plan where the people who have infiltrated swim out to the island and get picked up by a heli, at least the Darkstone Road agents are focused on inland rather
Yeah.
than looking out to sea. We just jump into the water with scuba tanks over to the island, and we're out there
Yep.
before they even know us.
Yeah, the houses would be the other direction and just slightly to the north, and then you guys could swim like basically just directly east or southeast slightly.
Yeah, it's only a short swim, so we don't lose too much time.
And at that point, you've hopefully like in
Already
that
got the first
confusion,
one.
yeah, one of you has already like put the information in the document for the rest of us to start looking at and start spreading.
They have to
Question:
have done.
Do we need 3 people infiltrating?
Not
You don't
necessarily.
need that.
No.
It's up to you.
The reason I ask is, call me crazy, is this note we're gonna get? It's gonna be a riddle or whatever the fuck it's gonna be. We're gonna be at Catfish Pier, which is by the White House, if this shit happens to be towards the city or whatever, and we're all at this location, I'm just thinking outside the box, having one person like centralized, like maybe North, Vinewood or some shit. So like when we get this note, if it is in the city, we have a huge advantage because obviously cops are going to be spread out everywhere by the time they get this shit, and they'll probably get it similar time we do.
And their radios have infinite range, so
Yeah.
So
I have a question. Can you update the document without having to create a new one, if that makes sense?
No.
No, unfortunately not.
no.
You have to create a new one each time there's a new book.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fuck. Because the cops should probably use their MDT, right? They can make a report with the picture
Yeah.
in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that can
That's their way of doing it. We obviously need to have a. Then again, we could use the Faceless network, to be honest.
Yeah.
But not everybody here has it. Shit.
So the other thing that if anybody has a business, even especially if it's like a shell business, you can send out emails that way, but I don't know how trackable those are. The other thing is that if we all have HQ apps, you can post an announcement on your HQ. We would all have to leave our HQ that we're on. But it's some butt coin to get back on. You can post an announcement to your HQ and everybody on your HQ.
Yeah, but I think you have to do that from the. I think you have to do that from the computer
You have to
itself.
do it from the computer.
I
You
don't
won't
even
be able
think it
to
needs
do
to
it
be
on the
that
fly.
complicated. I think the person who sends it, make sure that they send it to a passenger. That passenger gets it to everybody else.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I think once
Just make
one of the
sure it's a
infiltrators
passenger
gets
that
it
has
out
to
to
do
one of
it,
the
yeah.
passengers, then like the passenger can just circle it around.
And
within,
the
like, a
same if
minute.
you get the second note, the passenger in that car sends it out to everyone.
Yeah,
Whilst the
which
driver drives.
is like easy enough. Like I said, if I say Bruce and Seamus are infiltrators, Dax is our heli pilot. I can be in the car with Malachi, and either Bruce or Seamus gets it, sends it to me. I can then take care. I can be the passenger in Malachi's car, and I can be the person that sends it out and does the documents.
Yeah, the two biggest people at riddle solving needs to be in me and Nathan's car.
I'll be.
Yeah.
So who's your guys' brains?
Sophie and I'm
Yeah,
not
I'll be
sure
honest.
who
I think
else.
Sophie is definitely number one.
I don't know
Probably Sophie and
people well
Bruce.
enough.
And me.
I don't think Manuel was gonna cut that part of it.
No.
Maybe next
Definitely
time.
not.
Chico, how did you fare with the riddles in the last one? You pretty confident with them?
Yeah.
Okay. We could have Sophie and Chico as our like go-to top two riddle solvers. Then they just need to
And
be
these-
in the passenger seat.
Yeah,
with
and these guys are
doing ghosts
dogs,
upstairs.
but we barely beat them last time, and it was very difficult. It's
Yeah, they got to the first riddle before us. But the only thing that we had above them was we had the Lagara coin. I don't know how they got it, like you, because it was like at that point the guy wanted the coin showing that we were, Lagara or whatever.
Hold
And
on,
that was the only way.
Let's not say Emmanuel is out of it right away. Emmanuel, I got a riddle for you, all right?
Okay.
What's black and white and loves the cold?
Black and white and loves the cold. Yeah, I'm not too.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
he's out
think.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
yeah.
out of it. All right,
yeah.
good.
Damn.
Glad we established that.
Black and white and loves the cold.
Wait, so what's the answer?
Penguin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Good job, Chico.
Yeah, I knew
think,
that.
I think Chico
Are
should.
you a driver? Are you a driver?
you could
Oh,
be behind the
that's-
wheel, Manuel.
Manuel?
Yeah, I can drive.
You could have said suit and tie. He still would have got that.
Wow. Okay.
I was thinking polar bear.
Okay.
Oh,
so is,
fuck. What?
I,
mean,
like
I
the
guess-
way you think, Malachi. Just saying. I like the way you think, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So are we cutting it down to two people infiltrating then?
Real question, you guys that fuck with these Darkstone people, I really are they gonna be like Regar, like armed with fucking crazy shit, like this meeting type shit, or like are they gonna be like
you
glass
gotta,
guards
you
or-
gotta understand.
They're
these-
military
They're
security.
military.
So
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
but these are
carry
the
shit like that.
these are
So
the
these
rogue
are-
agents of them though. So these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, Darkstone will hold back at a certain point until they know that they're
The
under
Darks
threat.
don't have
These
to work
motherfuckers
within
don't
the
care.
law. These guys
These are
don't.
underwings, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are just breakaways who don't give
Oh,
a
these
fuck
are-
about
yeah.
the law or give a fuck about Darkstone
Think
or
about
you.
it like this.
These are like
Think
a
about
bunch
it
of
like
McNulty's
this.
guys. That's what these are.
Oh,
Military
shit,
gang
okay.
Think about it
members.
like cops. Think about the cops that went rogue and like Bubba J. Right? You know, Bubba, he fucking shot other cops with the class 2s. Think about it like that. That's a rogue agent, and he has all the artillery that the military have because he's been working on it there. You know, so there's possibility they have attack helis. They can have attack boats. They can have many different things in the disposal because of the fact is they were a part of this.
I mean, I'll
Brandon,
say it
Fred,
straight
do-
up.
Brandon,
Two of
Fred,
our
do we want
last
to go
5
speak and let these
drops
guys plan without our input?
for like re-up on supplies have
Yeah.
been hit
No,
by
you guys
attack
can stay.
helicopters
It's
from
fine.
these guys. So like, don't take them lightly.
We don't help you guys too much.
Guys, have fun. Best of luck. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Brandon.
Have a good one.
Okay.
If it's gonna be similar, I'm curious. Go ahead, Sophie. My bad.
No, you're good. I just want to. I want to like get some of the like hard and fast things like settled here. So, 2 people going in.
Yeah, I think
Seamus
it's
and
still
Bruce.
both.
I think so.
I think 2 is what we need
So,
to do.
Dax, you mentioned Bruce Bruce. You feel confident with riddles. Do we want somebody who's confident with riddles infiltrating, or do we? Because I feel like they could be better used on the outside. Because I'll be blunt with you guys. Like, I'm 50-50 with riddles. I could be great, but also you give me the wrong riddle, I'm fucking useless. I'm just gonna sit there like an idiot. So it's probably
Yeah.
better with me infiltrating.
If
So-
these things are similar to how the one I was on with Chico and DJ, it's they can be very outlandish, but there's gonna be like that one thing in the first couple sentences. If it clicks in your head, it's huge. So
Well,
Okay.
And you guys will realistically only be out of it for hopefully the first one until you guys get out and get to a car,
True.
and get
Yeah, I
extracted.
suppose.
And then you are in it. And actually, the 2 of you being paired up is a pretty good pair. Actually, what you probably
mean,
should
I'm
do
down
is
for if you are, Bruce.
one of you stays with Dax in the helicopter, and one of you gets in the car with Manuel. Because then that's 2, 2, and 2. Because that puts me and Chico in with the bozos over there, the chimps.
Malachi and
Yeah. And then that puts a riddle person in with Dax, and it puts a riddle person in with
We've
Manuel.
all got somebody.
Okay. What are all of your state IDs?
2554.
Hold on. Jeez,
God,
Malachi
I
first.
said
Jesus.
Damn, buddy.
Jeez, Malachi first.
we'll go clockwise.
Clockwise. Yeah, I have a note already here, so I'll.
1894 1894.
Not your birthday, pal.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, Lemon. Or sorry, Ghosted. Jesus.
2554.
Bruce.
7980.
Dex.
11137.
Then I switched it up on this side. Seamus.
11473.
Manuel.
23438.
Goddamn zip code, bro. Goddamn.
And then Chico.
1827. 1827.
Okay, I'm just gonna say those back. Malachi 1894. Ghosted 2554. Bruce 7980. Dax 1137. Seamus
3 ones or just 2?
just 2. Is it 3 ones?
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3.
Okay, 11137. Seamus 11473. Manuel 23438. Chico 1827.
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. We need to confirm with Charlie that we can get a helicopter. I'm assuming yes. We also need fake plates for everybody if you guys don't have them. I know that sometimes they'll give fake plates for missions, so that way we don't
Yeah.
have to spend our own bet.
I think grapples essential.
Yeah.
For like if
Grapples
we
and
for like
parachute.
late game, if we get the USB grapples and
Yeah.
parachutes, yeah, as Chico said, essential because it gives us so many variables of what we can do if we actually have it.
Do we know
And
what these
scuba
guys
tanks we
dress
can get
like?
ourselves. Yeah, that was going to be my big question for me and Bruce. Like, we
Manuel's
need
pretty close.
the most accurate description of what these Darkstone
Chico
rogue
might
agents
know.
are going to look like.
Brandon, DJ Reno, Chico might know as well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
suppose we can.
I mean, I've seen them, but not up close. Like I've never really
Yeah.
had a chance to see them
See,
up
hold on.
close.
I would assume they're kind of
It's-
blacked out with like
yeah.
body armor and shit.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
typically like black combat
it's
gear.
similar to Charlie, but not so similar, right? They have different masks.
Chico, you mentioned last time you guys had cameras up. Would you want
Yeah.
to do something like that again down at Catfish
Yeah,
View?
that's what
100%.
Sophie
Yeah,
mentioned.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Chico, do
Do I
you
like
want to
allocate 2 people tonight to do it for tomorrow?
I was gonna, Chico, do you want to head that up, or I can also do that? Doesn't matter to me, but
Yeah, let's just you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, us two can. So we'll just literally go straight to LSBN after this and go down
And
and
then
get them.
I
Like
will
5 or 6 of them
share.
down in the area.
Yeah, I will share the codes. I have all of your guys' state IDs now, so I will
Yeah,
share you a document.
that's why I'm saying it
Yeah.
was better if you do it because you have all the state IDs already.
I just want to come in for a second. I have a
Is
question.
it maybe a good idea that we share the state IDs around too, just in case, say you get
Yes.
caught, Sophie? That
Yeah.
Yes, I'll send you a document with everybody's state IDs. I'll send you a document with the camera codes.
What's going on?
My big
With the
question was,
camera.
for me and Bruce, because we're infiltrating, do you guys know like a accurate description of what these Darkstone rogue agents are going to be dressed like?
Well, normal Darkstone nowadays have their own vest, but since they're rogue agents, I don't think they're gonna have vest. Charlie, can you let me know on that? Will they be wearing
Yeah,
Darkstone vests?
Darkstone rogue agents will not be wearing the Darkstone branded vests, so you can easily blend in with them.
Give me one sec.
easiest way
I
to
think I have
describe it-
something. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, you might have something. And then the other easiest way to describe it would be look at Charlie without and pretend he's not got a vest on and have a different fucking mask on.
So kind of like
Yeah, pretty much.
So
exactly what I
Manuel's
said.
outfit,
Oh,
basically.
shit, I got it on the nail.
Andre, don't you ever in your fucking life compare me to Darkstone ever again.
Tranquilo.
Don't ever compare me to those fucking
Just
peasants.
visually. Looking not like you, but like just I'm talking about the top and the top and the pants. That's pretty much it.
Something kind of similar to this, give or take
Yeah.
a few items. Just like
Oh shit. Okay.
like standard, like
Brandon, do me a
military.
favor, rather than you keep yapping for no reason, how about you list it in a notepad and give a shopping list to what James said.
Okay,
So you can
yeah,
buy these clothes at the clothing store.
I can do that.
Honestly, I think Bruce might actually already have something very similar to that in his closet.
Look at my Charlie fit.
I
Yeah,
still got my
that's
Charlie
kind of
fit
what I was
too.
saying.
I think he just said don't compare him to Darkstone, so that's probably a bad
Oh
idea.
wait, no, actually,
Yeah,
you have
that's why I didn't want to say that.
Wait, you have the thing where you involved in the observatory operation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. So you kind of already got this gear. Interesting.
Okay,
I
so
can
you
link
guys
with
don't
you,
need
Bruce,
me
and
there.
then sort it
No,
out.
yeah, they can probably.
He
link
still
up
do it,
and-
Brandon? Just in case.
Okay, Charlie, will we be able to get a helicopter from you guys?
Hey, phone, we can supply you with a frogger.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
Here's how's gonna happen. Malachi, can you be around here 5:30 tomorrow or negative?
5:30 Eastern, yes, sir.
Okay, so guys, tomorrow everybody here, how it's gonna work, we'll have a mini briefing, get all your gear sorted out 5:30, 30 minutes prior, last minute questions, and then 6 p.m. tomorrow is when the operation does actually begin. So, yeah.
For the equipment drop, other things that we talked about wanting are grapple guns, fake plates, and then in the past, I know you guys usually
Parachute.
supply, parachutes, and then like a gun, an ammo.
Whoever here has access to the live terminals, I believe Chico, you do.
Yeah.
Put an order in through through the fucking terminal.
I got you. I could do that. No guns because we're not gonna be needing guns. If you do want to bring a gun, just bring your own. Because at the end of the day, this is about stealth and infiltration and just using your head. We're not gonna be, trying to shoot them, right? Because we do that is gonna cause more chaos than we actually need. But if
Yeah,
you do want to have your own personal one,
I
yeah.
was thinking more along the line, like if it does turn into at the very end, like we said, if it does come to that at the end as a last resort.
Do we think a few EMP guns would be good too, or no?
EMP guns are
I will be honest with you.
trash.
The last time I used one of those, we had a big, a pretty big job to do, and myself and DJ were on top of the big overpass on the Puerto Olympic with EMP gun, and I think we probably fired about 10 shots out of them and maybe hit one cop car.
But we do need a bomb as well. We could set up the distraction.
Yes, that's a good point, actually.
Has anybody ever used a bomb?
Have.
Nope.
I know how they work, but I've never done it. No.
How do they work?
It sounds like
This is gonna be fun.
Well, what's fun, Chico?
Yeah, we'll
Who the
just
hell is that?
Just continue.
Okay. From what I heard last
Don't
time
say
is
anything stupid, okay?
yes, sir. Should I go change or?
Negative. So, bomb will be provided for you. Everything you need will be provided for you at the briefing 30 minutes prior. Just so I know for my, I guess, sake, what is the actual plan? And is that been finalized then? Or
Pretty
negative?
much, yeah.
I think for the
So-
most part, yeah.
For the most part, we're gonna just do. It's pretty much similar to the same thing that we've done in the past. Bomb for distraction. Once we get the people that are infiltrating out, we're gonna try to have them swim over to the island where somebody's gonna be picking them up in the heli. Once they have the note, that's gonna be shared amongst all of us. Me and Sophie are gonna be in Malachi and Ghost's car so that we could start, working on the riddle. And then once everybody else get back to the car, they're gonna start doing the same. Are we gonna? I think we're still gonna have one in the helicopter just to like kind of.
two people will be in the heli. That way the
two
heli
people?
pilot
Okay.
has that way the heli pilot has a riddle solver with them.
Did that work?
However it ends up shaking out between Bruce or Seamus, whichever car they whoever ends up in the car with Manuel or who ends up in the heli with Dax, doesn't matter. I will be managing sending out the clues to everyone. I'm also going to share a note with everyone's state IDs in case something would happen to me during this, as well as a preliminary action, Chico is going to set up cameras. So Seamus and I are going to set up cameras, and I will send out camera codes to everyone as well. So everyone, please make sure you go get a camera tablet from Weasel News, and you can take a look even later tonight after I send out the codes.
Hey, Farmon, looks like tomorrow's a day either you will be responsible for class 2s being able to be flooded or, well, will the cops get to seize Darkstone locations?
Yeah. When
Alright,
Seamus
cool.
and I go to set up the camera codes, I will make sure I go out and go to the island that potentially looks the best for you guys to swim to. And I'll also include that in the notes that I send out to you. So you guys know exactly where you're swimming to. Dax, you know where you're heading to pick them up. And then it'll just be on you to sort out kind of where you want to stage nearby, whether you want to be to the north or the south. But you know how to do that shit.
Easy is just gonna be the big island to the east of it.
Yeah, the Big
134
Island does look the easiest, but we'll take a just double check and make sure.
Yeah, Big Island to the east, and then Dax, if you sit somewhere like just on top of the humane labs. I feel like a helicopter on top of the humane labs
Yeah,
blends in
that's
pretty
that's
well.
kind of what I was
And
thinking.
then you just
Yeah,
fly
just
up
chill
in
out
like
down
10,
there.
15 seconds.
Yeah, and honestly, you could probably put the car, whatever car, or have Manuel or who the those that are waiting could probably wait there, and be staged if needed because you'll be within radio range if you need to go north or south or divert. So that can be the spot for the main people to wait at, and then we'll have one group either. I would say probably Chico, whoever Chico's with, to be down in the city as our kind of ready to go somewhere else person.
Sorry, are you in a rush, bro? I have one more question for you, sir.
Negative, no rush. Speak to me. Fucking speak then.
Oh, so I thought you said negative. Don't speak to me. Last time this happened, everyone, I think everyone had this note on them. Do you know if this one individual or everyone, or is this unsure?
They're at my house raiding me now.
Ooh, okay, you guys have fun.
Well,
Oh, shit.
There goes your answer.
We can just we can
So,
go over the plan for a
one
couple of
person,
we can
one
talk that
person,
way.
one person had the note. It was,
One-
and then the only way that we had it was because again, it was a document that was shared.
Mhm.
So once the person, whoever has the notes,
Oh, he shared
once
with everybody.
once he shares it,
Mhm.
once he shares it, then you throw that shit away. You don't have anything. You never want to have anything to do with any of it.
Yeah,
So
get rid
once
of
we're
the physical
done,
I know
evidence.
that.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
that.
Honestly,
so
like-
means
Wait, so
that
what's the question? Are you saying will the rogue agents have a note?
Yeah, will all rogue agents have it, or is just one, or is it
I have
unsure?
no idea. That's for the infiltration team to figure out.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, we can
because
talk about
when
it
I did
outside
that,
of here.
when
I
I
mean,
did
that doesn't really matter, right? As long as even if there's one, whoever. So let's say Seamus is the one infiltrating. If he finds a note, all he needs to do is take a picture and then make the document, and then you guys can start the fucking hunt, right?
I mean, it does matter in a sense of like I'm thinking about crazy stuff, right? Like if you could somehow get in with one of these guys that's infiltrating, and they somehow can get this and take a picture and send this shit off and stay in the location to not draw attention, how much of an advantage we would have.
I mean, we could do that. Me and Bruce would just
that-
have to be like,
that's
we
tough.
Are
have
you
to
saying
find
so?
the specific target.
Are you saying that so you have more time on the cops? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, if that obviously this is like extreme difficulty, right? But say if Seamus or Bruce they talk to one of these guys and they're cutting it up and saying, "Hey, I heard about this shit, but I didn't get it. I don't know what happens, leads to it, but he happens to get this note and can make it send this shit off to Sophie or whoever, and then we are off to the races when they're still just sitting there and the cops don't have it yet and we do. I know
Well,
it's probably
that's fine, right? But that's if there's only one note, right? I believe the Gara had like
Exactly.
fucking 2 or 3. I believe somebody had it on their person, and I believe the cops found it just lying on the table. So if there's 100%, that could work. But don't expect it to be one.
Yeah.
Question for you, Chico. You mentioned like getting rid of the note as soon as possible. You think it's a good idea? Whoever gets the note, me or Bruce, once we get in that helicopter and we're over the ocean, just throw it out the window.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Because like I said, you never want to have anything
Yeah.
related to any of this.
Okay, say less.
Okay, I think we've got a good general plan. The finer details can, be sorted out, but we'll get everything else going. Yeah, Chico, you put in the order. We'll go do cameras. I'll get notes out to everybody, and
Do we want to solidify just a little list real quick for Chico, just so we're all on the same page?
Yeah,
If you
I
wanna take,
already,
like, a
I
little-
got it.
Oh, okay.
Fake plates,
Mhm.
grapples, bomb, parachute.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We can get scuba tanks ourselves tomorrow
Yeah.
before the
Maybe
debrief.
some food
Pretty
too.
cheap.
yeah, I think the scuba tanks. What the?
What the?
My God.
What the fuck? Sophie, you touched it?
No, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it.
What is this?
The state keeps watching. watch both night and day,
What the?
guiding all along the way. But every road must someday bend, and every chapter find its end. The transition comes, not with thunder, not with guns. The old gives way, the new begins. That's how every future wins.
Oh, my ears.
Is it gonna
Oh,
blow up?
Ah,
Christ, man.
Ow.
fucking hell, it's like white noise.
Ow.
Oh, Jesus.
Disclosure day.
It's normal? What the fuck? Is it over? God damn.
That was creepy as fuck.
What the fuck
I'd
was
recommend
that?
not using your phones in here.
of
Oh,
course not.
okay. Thank you for the recommendation. Appreciate it.
Just to confirm that you guys will hear something on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, boss, the signal works. I believe that's the right frequency. Hey, farm.
Can I talk to you with you for a second?
Don't pay too much attention. Let's just say you guys just got a glimpse of what's about to be happening very soon. Anyway, where were we?
We've got our plan pretty
Yeah.
fleshed out. I think you had to run out midway while we were explaining that we got our list of the equipment we need, so I think we're pretty good.
Hey, farm, listen, I know that I need you all to understand, very soon, this city is about to be very, very, very explosive. And those just don't mean bombs being planted, so yeah, just get ready. Anyway, well, tomorrow's a big day for everybody here. You guys could be the reason Class 2s get trafficked and flooded. Like I said, the browsers are no more. The batch has run out. Now we're relying on everybody here to get the next batch of Class 2s from Dogstown. I will meet here at 5:30 EST tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
And all gear, things you need, Chico, just send it through the network.
Yep. We'll do.
Hey, farm. Alright, guys, tomorrow, big day.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Charlie.
I
Have a
say
good one.
less. Anybody have any last little question or thing you want to say before we get off?
No, we'll need to sort out radio channels, but we can do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's
Get the
easy.
fuck
I'm
away
down.
from this goddamn possessed radio.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out
speaking
of
Yeah.
of radios.
Me and Soph will get the cameras done, like right now,
Yeah.
and we'll send you a document before you all go to sleep tonight, and you can double check them.
I bet.
Say less. Okay, well, we appreciate you, Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charlie.
Have a
Appreciate
good
you,
one,
sir.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you later.
You're so fucking
Oh,
stupid.
what the fuck was that on the radio? Y'all hear that? He's
It's crazy.
That was kind of weird.
I tried.
You know those what's that like old doll box when you open like you do the whole what the fuck's the thing? You spin
What
the
are you
thing on the
talking about,
side and
yeah.
it pops
The
open with the
ballerina
music and
shit?
shit.
Jack in the
Yeah,
Box. That shit.
Kind of like that, but like with the ballerinas and shit, like the creepy old like.
That shit was creepy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I have to piss.
Yeah, that's
so
gonna
bad,
give me
bro.
nightmares.
I know. Can you drive, Nathan? I gotta piss.
Yeah, I got you.